Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Driver Diecast. This is Oren, and I wanted to show you guys something that's available at Target. And I wanted to get this video out sooner than later because these seem to be disappearing from store shelves, at least near me in the Northeast Ohio area. I was fortunate enough to find one on the shelf a little bit ago, about a week ago, and it is the Hot Wheels Retro Light Up Kids Wall Car Storage Orange Hot Wheels by Pillowfort. It's a nice little display shelf. So let me share my screen with you. I have it pulled up on Target's website. So here's the Hot Wheels Retro Light Up Shelf by Pillowfort. So Pillowfort is an in-house Target brand. So this is a Target exclusive item. And I just wanted to show you, it is still available. So I looked up the stores near Chicago that still have it. And it looks like quite a few stores near Chicago still have it. But most of the stores only have one or two. And that was the case at the store I bought mine at. They only had two left, and now they have zero left. But it looks like it is still out and about there, at least in Chicago area. So it might be the same where you live. It might not be. Hopefully you can find one. But this is a $30 shelf. Again, it's a Target exclusive made by their in-house Pillowfort brand. And I just wanted to show you what mine looks like on my shelves. So I took some photos. I'm going to share them over here on my secondary screen here. And as you can see, this photo is of the shelf on my display wall. So these are IKEA pegboard shelves. And then my brother, he 3D prints these black shelves for me that go into the pegboard. And I have the Hot Wheels Pillowfort retro display on two of those shelves. And what you're looking at right now is you're looking at the Target display turned off with the overhead light in my office turned on. So we're seeing the display in its natural form, no electricity pumping to it, just completely turned off with some of my Hot Wheels on it. Now I want to show you a different lighting option. And so let me show you what it looks like with the office light turned on with the display itself turned on. So now it's a little bit hard to capture with my camera because we're trying to get an image of two different light sources. So we have our light source, that being the shelf, the display shelf itself. It has this LED light that lights up this entire rectangle surrounding the shelf, and it's actually bright orange. The camera can't really it can't really take a precise picture of what you can see with your naked eye, but this is kind of a good representation. So it looks really cool. It is a bright orange rather than white, so it's a little deceiving here in the picture. But this is what it looks like even with my office light, my overhead office light turned on. It's a really neat display shelf. I really like it. It is a bare shelf, so I expect it to get dusty, unfortunately. There's no plexiglass in the front or back to protect the cars from falling out or from dust getting on top of the surfaces of the display shelf itself. But that does make it easier to get to your Hot Wheels. So if you want to look at your Hot Wheels, if you want to switch them in and out, it's really easy because it's just a shelf. So I do like that aspect of it, and I really like the way it looks. I love the color. I love the Hot Wheels logo at the top. I love the amount of Hot Wheels that it can hold. But let me show you one more view of it, and that's with the light on, but with the office overhead light off. And so this is what it looks like well, it's not even nighttime. This is around 8 p.m. The sun is still out, but you can see that my office overhead light is turned off, and just the display, just the light surrounding the shelving display is turned on. So it looks really good. It just pops really well in my office on my display shelf there. I also took a video of the display just so you could see it from multiple angles. So let me play that video. Give me 1 second here. I'll bring it around. Okay, so here you can see I'm just panning across the shelf with my 2x lens on my Pixel, and it's a really nice shelf. This kind of gives you a better idea of what the orange light looks like from the different angles. You can really see the orange on it. So I zoomed in just so you could see some of my Hot Wheels that I put on there, give you a better idea of the width of the shelving unit. It's a little bit wider than a Hot Wheels itself. It's a really nice size, and it's also meant to be wall mounted. So it's like a really good depth. If you're going to wall mount it, it's the perfect depth for holding Hot Wheels, in my opinion. I don't plan on wall mounting this. I don't really have a good wall in my office to mount it to, so I'm planning on just leaving it on my display shelf there. I'm pretty happy with where it's at this point. The one thing I do kind of wish was that there was like a little LED maybe underneath each of the Hot Wheels, or maybe above each of the Hot Wheels, to kind of like illuminate each of the Hot Wheel cars on the shelf there. So I might have to play with some ideas of how to make that happen. I'm not an electronics guy, and I don't want to destroy this thing. But if you guys have any ideas of a simple way to add a light somewhere in each of the different rectangles where we could place a light to just add a little bit more display where we could see the Hot Wheels better when it's dark. So like, again, let me show you my office here. So like, you can still see the Hot Wheels pretty well, but to the naked eye, when my office overhead light is on and the light on the display, when the overhead light in my office is off and the light on the display shelf is on, the contrast, it really messes with your eyes, and you're not really seeing the Hot Wheels themselves very much, because the Hot Wheels themselves are just dark. There's nothing illuminating them. So if you have any ideas of how to illuminate each of those little rectangular blocks, I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, were you able to find this shelf, and did you pick one up? If you did, please let me know what you think of it. One thing I forgot to mention, so how it gets power is it has a USB-C port on the right-hand side on the lower portion of the unit. So let me see if I can zoom in on this here. And you can kind of see the cord. I have it, it's over here in the bottom right area on the right-hand side of the display shelf. And it comes with this, it's about, I'd say, 8 feet or so, a USB-C cable. It does not come with the wall plug, so you will need to have a USB-C wall plug. If you don't have one, you'll have to pick one up. I had a spare, and the wall plug end, it's not USB-C, it's actually old school USB-A, so you'll need a USB-A wall plug to plug it into. So keep note of that. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see more angles of this thing or something that I didn't show you in this video, let me know. And again, it should still be in stores. So if you want it, I hope you can find it. I really like it. And as you can tell, I'm still new to this hobby. That was literally all of my opened Hot Wheels that I have. So just those 5 that are opened at this point. I have probably about 10 that I have kept sealed that you did not see in this video. So my garage is only about 15 so far, and I'm kind of going to be the type of collector that's very selective with my Hot Wheels choices because I just don't have that much room. So I'm trying to figure out how to store these things, and I'm not going to be putting them in boxes in storage. That's not what I'm going to do. I want to look at the cars that I buy. So thanks for watching. Again, let me know if you have any questions about this Pillowfort Hot Wheels display shelf from Target, and I will see you guys in the next video.